In this video, I'm going to show you just how to make the basic matchbook, and I will post the measurements for these other little pieces on my blog. The great thing about this matchbook is that you can fit 4 out of 1 piece of cardstock. And I learned how to make this. I've been making variations of matchbooks, but these measurements came from Laquita Jackson. I watched a video of hers, and just to show you how you can take this matchbook theme and tweak the size. I think this is bigger than it needs to be, but I've used these for party favors for my son's birthday. Those are old stamps. I made that quite some time ago. Okay, so to make this, obviously I'm using the Tea Together set and the dies, and I'm just going to show you the basic structure first. I'm using mint macaron because I thought that would be a cute color. This color is Blushing Bride. Okay, so you would first, the final size of each individual one is going to be 7 1/4 by 2 3/4. But because I'm cutting multiples at once, I'm going to take my sheet of cardstock that's 8 1/2 by 11 and first cut it at, no, I've already forgotten what I want to do. Yeah, I'm going to turn it this way. Oh, no, I'm going to cut it at 7 1/4. Sorry, I had this figured out, but you know, now I've forgotten what I would. So I'll cut it 7 1/4. So I have 7 1/4 by 11. And with that side, I'm going to do my my other score lines at, let's see, they're at 3/4, which is easier for me in my cutter to just go this way to the 3/4 line. But if I was using my big scoreboard, I would do 3/4. So you go 3/4, then 4 1/8, and then 4 3/8. And I will post these on my blog too. So 4 3/8 is the 8th mark after the half mark. Okay, so then I have this sheet that's 11 by 7 1/4 with these scores, and I'm just going to cut at the 2 3/4 mark, because 11 divided by 4 is 2 3/4, and so that's how we get 4 of these out of 1 sheet. So that's easy to make a bunch or cut a bunch for a party. Now, depending on what you put on the front, I can't say that this was particularly a fast project, so you may want to simplify it for the front. Then to put it together, you fold on your score lines. This will come up and you'll staple at the bottom. Oh, I have my stapler. Well, I can't find it. So you would staple. This is hiding the staple at the bottom. You can see it better on these. I put 2 on that one. But for this one, I just put 1 right there, kind of at the bottom. Oh, I found it. Good. Like that. And then this just tucks right inside there and holds it, sorry, I'm adjusting, holds it in place. You can maybe put it a little higher up to get a tighter hold. And then you take your tea bag. Well, I can't find that either, but I just held it in place with a glue dot. I just stuck 1 glue dot back there, slipped my tea bag in, and then before I tuck that in, I decorate the front. And you can decorate it however you want, but of course this lovely tea set is so perfect, and you can purchase this, I believe it's $22, and you get the die cuts free with a $100 order through the end of March 31st. After that, they'll be available to purchase. So I just already cut that out, and I wanted to show you how awesome it cuts this little handle out, which is what I used to tie my tag on. And I stamped this in basic gray, colored just a little bit of it with a smoky slate blend. And then I also stamped the flower on cardstock, cut it out, and colored the leaves with the light Old Olive blend. And the petals, I just used my Blushing Bride ink pad with aqua painter to do that because I didn't have the blends. And then I put one of these pearl accents in the middle. And then for the bottom, I took this lovely polka dot ribbon, which is a little hard to make bows with, but it was great for a knot. And I just kind of left the knot big so I could hide my staple at the bottom, and I attached that with glue dots. And I may go back and use glue because it has been lifting a little. And then this is a 1-inch circle punch. I stamped "Love is a warm cup of tea," 1-inch circle punched. This is a retired scallop punch, but they have a new one, the 1 1/8, which would also work great. And I just slipped that around the handle, tied a knot, and then tied a bow. So there is your little tea time matchbook. Oh, and that designer paper is the Floral Romance paper, and it's this vellum right here, and I put the white underneath. And this is actually Petal Pink, not Blushing Bride, but I didn't have Blushing Bride or Petal Pink cardstock, so I had to go with Blushing Bride, and it worked out just fine.